What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MF podcast. My guest today is Lewis Reynolds,
Let's go.
AKA SEG-Z. Lewis is a melodic rap artist from Aberdeen, and in this interview, we're going to be covering his career as an artist and a performer, his recent achievements, and his aspirations going forward as an artist. Let's get into it. Lewis, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. You good?
Fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm really good, bro. Been quite busy these past couple of days.
Yeah, that's the way.
Obviously interviewing Livewire yesterday, interviewing yourself today, trying to get these episodes ready ahead of the event that you're both performing at on Saturday this weekend.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, Saturday in Newport's going to be a big night.
Yeah?
Big night.
Brilliant. I saw the lineup, I saw your name on it, and yeah, I was glad that this podcast episodes, the event coming up, I'm glad that all of these things kind of came together at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I promised you a podcast episode back in January.
We did.
And in my defense, life kind of got in the way.
Yeah, it was just everything, brim mix.
Yeah, awesome. So usually when I try interviewing people about their careers, I usually like to go back to the beginning. However, at age 22, you've been having a career, you've been pursuing a musical career for, is it 4 years now?
I originally started about 6 years ago when I first wrote my first ever track.
6 years ago. Okay, so starting at 16, 22 now. But the difference that I want to put on it today, right, is I actually want to start from the other side.
Okay.
I want to ask you what your goals are. Okay, what is... Because to give a little context, I've heard your music, right? I really like your music.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Thank
the 5-track EP that you've got available on iTunes is absolutely amazing.
Ah, cheers.
So
appreciate that.
Let's start at the end, right?
Okay.
And then backtrack. So what is the long-term goal for you as an artist?
And the long-term goal for me as an artist, well, obviously I came into this game 6 years ago, and I didn't really know there was many rappers in Wales. I didn't even know there was much of a scene in Wales, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't really know there was much of a scene in Wales. I met this guy. His name was Camille, Easy Mark. He's a rapper from South Wales, Aberdeen as well. Originally from Poland, but he's been living in Aberdeen. We crossed paths, became more or less best mates, and since then we've just been doing music together.
Did you cross paths as musicians?
We crossed paths as musicians because I never knew, like I said, there was more musicians in South Wales, Aberdeen.
That's going to be my next question, bro. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so we became mates as musicians, and we tried making a song back when we first got together, but it just felt too rushed and not the right time type of thing.
Rushed in what sense?
In the sense of, I felt like I could have been better at the time. And he thought exactly the same about his own ability and his own take to the song.
Yeah, no, okay, so how old were you? Are you both the same age?
No, so at the time, I was probably 17.
Okay.
So I was 17, a year into music myself, I was 17.
Yeah.
And I believe he's 2-3 years older than me.
Okay.
So
who had more enthusiasm for the song?
It was him, I'd say.
Really?
I felt like... Because I felt like he'd been in the scene longer than me.
Yeah, that's what...
And I just wanted to prove something as if... But I laid on a verse.
Okay.
And it was all sound and it was all ready to release. But I was thinking to myself, nah, this is...
okay,
like,
yeah, okay,
I could be better, and I just wanted to wait until we get a proper feature, you know what I mean?
It'll be interesting to see how long you carry that feeling with you for.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I discussed with Brogan yesterday, and he's been doing this for about 11, over 10 years.
Yeah, a long time,
right?
yeah.
He still has that same feeling of, I don't want to release something because I feel like I can be better. So it'll be interesting to see how your career develops. You mentioned that you didn't know that when you first got into it, you didn't know that there was much of a scene in Wales. Why didn't you know? And that's not on you.
Yeah.
I want to know why you didn't know there was much of a scene.
Yeah, I get you.
Because I want to point fingers at everyone else and why they're slacking, bro.
Exactly. Well, I was, like I said, 16 in school. I didn't really... My focus, I gotta be honest, back as a kid... say 16 and below, I weren't really focused on music, and I never saw it becoming a hobby and a passion, and I never really wanted it to become a job. You know what I mean? I was just an almost 16-year-old school kid. I enjoyed football, I enjoyed running. I wouldn't get home and write music, I'd literally just go out and play football. So when I come to the point where I started taking interest in music was because of a lot of American artists, such as Lil Skies, Machine Gun Kelly,
MGK, yeah.
Faster rappers, then Busta Rhymes, Tech Nine. So it all kind of like, and when I started listening to these artists and started gaining interest for their music, I then started performing their songs, and even if it was in the shower or with my head on the school bus or anywhere, I'd be doing these songs.
How did you find their music? How did their music
It was just online, like
Social
so.
media,
If I would have went on
YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, it wasn't so much
Okay.
social media back then. It was like YouTube. So if I went on YouTube and I'd see like a music video pop up, and it'd
A
be some
suggestion,
yeah
but yeah,
suggestion, and
okay,
it'd be
yeah,
like
yeah,
someone I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, let's click on that, watch the new music video,
Okay.
and then I'd be like, that was sick. And then I'd watch the next one, and then I'd watch the next one,
And
and then
then
I just became
you'd
a
go
fan.
down the rabbit hole of,
So then
yeah,
I
okay,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
so like I weren't looking for it. Weren't the fact that I couldn't find any artists from Wales. I just weren't looking. If you get what I mean, I weren't.
No, that's a fair enough answer,
You know
bro.
what I
There's
mean?
there's not that many people that think to look on their own doorstep.
Yeah,
You know? Wow, okay, all right.
Because growing up, I was just thinking like, oh, these famous singers, famous rappers, famous this, and they're all from
Yeah.
America, and they're all from
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
dreamland type of thing. You know what I mean?
That's the Hollywood effect, bro.
Exactly.
This is why
But I
people
grew
think,
up and I was thinking I can do this myself if I
okay,
really try. Like,
brilliant. And so 6 years on, how much more of an understanding do you have of the Welsh music scene?
oh, a lot better understanding.
Yeah?
Yeah, a
Is
lot
there a
better
lot more stuff
understanding.
going on that you realise?
There's loads going on. Jeez, a lot going on. Like every week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I'm going to come back to my first question. What is the long-term goal?
My long-term goal is to change people's, I don't know.
Lives?
Let me think.
Minds?
Yeah, my long-term goal is to change people's minds.
Change their wallets? Make their wallets lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, all right.
But
there we
also,
go.
like, just getting people to be more familiar with us, that is Welsh rappers. Because if I went back to my hometown and said to some random person, oh, I'm from Aberdeen and I rap, they just laugh at me, you know what I mean? They literally would, it's that type of vibe.
Who would laugh at you?
Anyone.
Someone from Aberdeen or someone not from Aberdeen?
Anyone from Aberdeen, anyone from
Yeah.
a sort of valleys type of...
Oh, okay, yeah,
I feel like it's
yeah.
like, just because they haven't made it out the valleys just doesn't mean you can't.
Valleys is a special place. Like I went to school in the valleys.
Yeah.
While I was living in Newport, I went to Cumcan, so it was
Oh,
it was on the edge of the valleys.
Yeah, but still.
Still, it was a insane experience.
Yeah,
Seeing the city and seeing the valleys. So
Mm.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
About how like there's not that much going on, or if there is stuff going on, you generally don't have access to knowing that it's going on.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so you've explained that you're kind of coming at it from a community sense, that you want to do the philanthropic thing of, look, there is stuff happening, pay attention to us, give credit to
Yeah.
us, kind of thing. Okay?
As in just to like do it as a movement, as Wales in general. If I made it, it'd feel like a win for Wales, you know what I mean? I remember when Merkage,
yeah, no,
I
yeah.
go to the same studios Merkage went to when he released that Studio 45 freestyle, his Mary Jane remix.
Right, yeah.
And since that blew up and everyone knows it, I doubt there's no one person in Wales that knows that song.
Yeah, obviously we're in the same group chat, and I've posted links to Chart Metric. Have you?
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
you've taken a look.
Yeah, I've seen.
So when I interviewed Wesley Merkage, he was telling me that some of his best fan bases are Australia and New Zealand.
Mad.
Yeah, so he is technically an international musician.
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Like life gets in the way, and
it is, and it's just I feel like it's just so overlooked sometimes. You know what I mean?
Do you have the support that you need for your music career in your personal life?
My personal life, I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's no one backing me more than my family right now.
Good. Yeah, no, that's really important. I've interviewed people in the past, and they've most of them have been able to say that either they have the support of their family, or they have no support from their family. And it's interesting seeing the difference between the two kinds of artists.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that you get support from your family. How much of it though is done off your own back? How much, because the article that I found on you earlier, it mentioned that you're a very independent artist.
Yeah.
It emphasized how you prefer to have your independence, your control. How much of it is done by yourself, your own decision making?
It all started, say, back when I did a talent show about 2-3 years ago. It was called Talent Search Camry.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So I did that and I placed second, but in the process of that, so you had to perform every Sunday night.
For how, between what time scale? Like,
so it'd be like one song each, because it'd be contestants in the talent show, and you'd have like a song each to perform on Sunday.
Okay.
But with me and my mate Camille, we were both rappers, so the judges gave us a challenge of, right, you got to write your own song in the week and perform it on Sunday.
Okay.
So as I was obviously writing these songs throughout the week to perform on Sunday, being so stressful on myself, telling myself that it's not going to happen, I'm never going to memorize these lyrics.
Okay.
Writing in a week, it seemed impossible to me.
Okay.
But I can always remember my mother telling me, take it a step at a time. you know, take it a step at a time.
Okay.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
off my own back then. I'd go to her for random points in the week, showing her what I've got on this new song and how I'm progressing.
Reflection. Yeah.
Yeah, and she'd
perspective.
be,
Okay.
you know, you could see the proudness. You know what I mean? It was warming. I was
Good on
thinking,
her.
this is good. Like, this is
Okay.
how I want to feel. This is what I want to do. So then I carried on performing in the talent show.
Okay.
My mother and my brothers were there to support me every round.
Nice.
They were coming through.
How many brothers you got?
I got 2 brothers.
Older or younger?
Two younger brothers.
2 younger
So,
brothers. Okay. All right.
I'm 22.
Right.
My second brother down then, he's 20.
Okay.
And then my youngest brother's 18.
Oh, okay. So there's you're
yeah,
quite
there's 2
close, all
years.
3 of you. Okay.
Yeah.
So as the eldest brother, then,
Yeah.
do you kind of have to like? Are you the leader?
I'm the leader. Yeah, I'm the leader. I am. I don't care what I say.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I've got 2 younger sisters, and I've seen friends who are older brothers as well, and yeah, we're just in charge.
Well, yeah, you gotta be.
Brilliant. Okay, and do your brothers help you out with your music as well?
Not so much my music. It feels like the music is sort of my thing, as my hobby.
Cool. Okay.
To be fair, I don't even know what type of help I'd ask from them if I was to ask them. Like, unless it was, say, holding a camera for me to record a TikTok, you know what I mean? Or some, like, I might ask them
that's what
to...
tripods are for.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the movement and the who...
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay.
But, like, you know, if I were to ask them to do that, they would have said yeah. But it's like, I done. It's sort of like I keep myself to myself, I do my music.
Yeah, no, I
like,
get it. I get it. It from what it sounds like, it sounds like it's a very wholesome, very healthy, nurturing environment that you're in.
Yeah.
And it's actually helped give you quite a lot of fertility in the beginning of your career.
Yeah.
What is next for you? 2024, what can we expect from SEG-Z?
I want to release a lot more music videos than I have in 2023.
How many did you release in 2023?
I believe...
I did look at your YouTube channel earlier, but I writing notes and all sorts of stuff I didn't get to...
Well, no, in general, I upload on my YouTube pretty often, whether it's just singles, lyric videos, music videos, but I just want to get more of the music video side out there.
Okay.
Like, I've released loads of songs in 2023, but not all of them songs have had music videos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just want to get...
That's fine.
Yeah.
Why music videos then? What are you trying to achieve with it?
I really feel like they have more effect on the audience you're trying to reach.
Okay.
So, like, for example, like TikTok, Instagram Reels and stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Like,
I'm really glad you said that. Yeah, it's quite rare to find an artist, a musician, who understands the importance of the social media element as well. Yeah. No, I'm really, really glad you said that.
Yeah.
What about working to monetize your YouTube channel? Because you've got 519 subscribers already.
That is a goal of mine. I really want to get monetized on YouTube.
Okay, and obviously the music videos will help.
They should.
It should help. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But other than that, it's just recording these music videos, even posting clips of different parts of the videos on as like TikToks or Instagram Reels.
Behind the scenes and production.
Behind the scenes,
everything.
I just need to get that audience first. Because I feel like my audience right now is my friends and my family and people who know of me. Whereas I want an audience I can go to and release something and know there's going to people, not just randomers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I need people to be clicked into my content and clicked into what I got to release.
Okay, so what do you use to measure your audience? How do you identify someone who is an audience member and someone who's just being kind?
Well, if I was to see a friend, for example.
Okay. Someone you knew before music?
Yeah, someone I knew before music. And say, right, so if I meet up with a friend I knew before music, a friend that listened to my music would have been like, oh, yo, I checked your new song, is sick, or I checked your new song, is a bit, and they would give feedback, or they'd say what part they like in the song, or whereas I feel like someone who doesn't listen and doesn't pay attention as much.
Okay.
You know, you meet them, they just saying the things like that to make you happy, whereas they don't actually listen to your music.
Right.
They're just saying, oh, nice song, oh yeah, I seen someone on Facebook the other day, but it's like they couldn't care less.
Okay. Right, so they wouldn't be a fan. It wouldn't be an audience member. No. So how do you track your followers then? Do you keep track of your Instagram followers? Like, do you dedicate your Instagram account entirely to your musician identity? You know.
Yeah.
What is your metric for measuring whether your music career is going well?
Okay, so for social medias, for my followers, so for Instagram and Facebook, they've connected with that Meta now, haven't they? The Meta or Meta.
Yeah.
So they connected with that now. So I could go on the Meta app and see my Instagram and Facebook followers combined.
Okay, so you are paying attention to your analytics.
I am paying attention. Yeah, I am.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. All right. You seem like quite a smart guy, bro. Like
I try.
I'm glad that you're saying all the like behind the scenes stuff about
Yeah, yeah,
the technical stuff.
yeah, of course.
It's great because again, I have conversations with people and it's not a priority for them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's refreshing knowing that, you are thinking about this, that, do you see it as a business?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even when I'm
Okay.
not, even when I've got like days where I'm not doing music, I'm thinking of music and how I can push or make a reel to another upcoming song. Or I'm
Okay.
always thinking about like, which one will be the video to blow, or how will I make it
Yeah.
happen? I'm
Yeah. No,
always
that's
thinking,
good. That's great. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. All right. So 2024, we can expect more music videos.
yeah, 100%.
Are they going to be music videos for past songs or upcoming songs?
Well, I have a lot of songs that I haven't released yet. As in,
Oh, thank God.
I have
Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
literally.
Yeah. No. Okay.
I have a lot of like writing. I just don't get back to them. Or like say, I've got 3 songs that I'm writing currently.
Okay.
The most recent one I've started writing, I can't wait to release and get. I can't wait to hear it myself through the studio. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's
Okay.
like I have releases coming up, such as I got Psycho coming out on the 16th of March.
16th of March.
Then I've got
Tomorrow. Is it
tomorrow.
tomorrow?
No, is it?
No,
It might be
Saturday.
me.
Saturday.
Oh yes, yeah,
16th.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah,
16th of March is a Saturday
of
because
course,
that's when the event is. Yeah.
of course. So then, and I've got one on the 20th of April, and that's with Easy Mac, and that's called Mad Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I have releases I have to get out. Well, I'd like to get out of the way first and get out there and give them the right attention, promotion wise, and before I release any more, so I can put my full attention on just the one project, you know what I mean, to make the best I can.
How do you promote your music?
I used to do that TikTok promote because if you upload a TikTok onto TikTok, there's a chance of it getting 200 views, 600 views, 900 views. You could even get 5 views.
Okay.
Whereas with the promote thing, I've realized it does actually help boost your content.
Okay.
And it's not so much buying views, you know what I mean? It's more of you pay that price
Yep.
and TikTok will push it to the right people and get on adverts and stories. And
Is it the same price for all of them, or can you
I'm
fluctuate
pretty
how
sure
much
you can, so like 1,000 to 1,000 reach is
Okay.
like maybe £10, and then it goes up. £15 will be like 2,000 reach.
So that would be
Something like
a
that.
penny per person, is
Is
it?
it? Yeah, around that. Yeah.
Because 10 there's 1,000 pennies in £10. So
Mhm.
if £10 gets you
Yeah.
1,000 views, it'd be a penny a view.
Yeah.
That's interesting because YouTube does. I was promoting a video on YouTube and I think I was paying 35 pence a day, and I was getting roughly about five views a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the thing because it was the second time that I've paid for promotion on YouTube. So the first time I was paying £10 a day,
Right.
and I was making a killing in the views,
Mm.
but I wasn't seeing my subscribers go up.
Yeah.
But then the second time I was doing it, I was paying 35 pence a day. I was seeing my subscribers go up
Oh, right. Okay.
because YouTube, even though I was only reaching a handful of people a day,
Mm.
YouTube was handpicking the very, very best people
Yeah, full
who would connect with that video.
go, yeah.
So obviously, I think what went in my favor was that it was a better video than the first one.
Yeah.
But I think I found a loophole, and I hope YouTube don't cover it
Oh,
up.
yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try it again a third time with
Mm.
another video and just pay pennies a day
Yeah, may as
just to
well.
see if it works.
Just to see the growth.
Yeah, because I'm working to monetize my YouTube channel as well
Well, yeah,
because money is important in the creative industry.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
are you seeing enough of a return on the kind of things that you're doing as a musician?
Money wise, no.
No.
But
Okay.
in
alright.
as in like a return sense, I do feel like I'm getting some return. Whereas like
I know you're getting some return because I've bought your EP from iTunes.
Yeah?
So
That's
I know
sweet.
you're getting
Banging.
something, bro.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the next release. I'm waiting for
Sweet.
the next personally I prefer buying EPs and albums
Yeah.
because when I go to play on my phone, I just want to click the album and have
And let it
all of
play.
the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to have to put a playlist together of so
Got
many
you.
different singles
Yeah.
because it just I don't know.
It's been messy, innit?
It just bothers me, bro.
Yeah, I
don't-
get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, go on. You were saying about the return that you see, do and don't see from your
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Okay.
So like I don't know, if I was to go to the studio and record a track, it'd be say 35 quid for the track, right? That includes mix and mastering,
Really?
and that includes the time as well, yeah.
How much time is that?
An hour.
No.
So if I was to, well, this is where I work. See, this is where I overwork myself. I
Okay.
come to the studio for 1 hour,
Okay.
I could do 4 or 5 songs.
In an hour.
It's because I write, I make sure I got everything right, and I'm ready to record these songs, and I know how I want to sound, and I go to
Wow.
the studio with, say, 4 beats. I airdrop them to the studio guy, and then it's just get in the studio and record.
Have you bought the beats beforehand, or
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I buy the beats. Most of them comes in like come in beat packs, so you get like 3 beats for $40 odd
Oh, okay. Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay, okay.
Obviously
Okay.
it depends where you're getting them off as well. But I found a guy. I'm not too sure where he's from, but he seems pretty sick. Sending me good beats on email. So I mean, I'm rolling with that guy.
Bro, if it works for you,
Well,
like
yeah,
stick with it, man. Again, I was trying to help Rogan recently. He sent me the song that he wanted to produce.
yeah,
We found the instrumental, right? We tracked it to a producer in South America.
hmm,
I want to say Paraguay, but I'm not too sure. We found him, right? And because we didn't want to go through the website, like we contacted him
yeah.
to make an offer for an exclusive
Okay.
license. And it didn't happen. Like there was a bit of back and forth, and he dropped off. He started ghosting us.
Yeah, yeah.
So we tried going through the website, but again, because he wasn't taking it seriously,
Mm.
the website wouldn't accept our exclusive offer
Right.
either.
Yeah.
So it was a difficult one, man. We're gonna have to wait and see how Brogan
Yeah.
fixes
Same
it.
situation is just
But I understand the difficulty of getting a beat that works for you
yeah, yeah.
and the permission to use it as
Well,
well.
yeah. So hard.
Okay, good. So you buy the beats beforehand. You practice before you go in. You
Yeah.
book your time and you hammer it out.
I
and
just
just
go
get
in,
it
yeah, get the first song done. Even if it's not like fully mixed and mastered within the hour, I get all the vocals down. So then when I'm not in the studio, my studio guy can mix, my vocals in. So I could leave the studio an hour session with like 5 songs recorded, not done, but recorded.
Okay.
And then by the end of the week, I could have like 3 of them fully done back, just waiting for 2 back or something. So it's like,
Can you produce yourself? Do you have any production skill yourself?
I have been trying.
Okay.
I have tried loads over the years. It's getting
Okay.
better. I am getting better with the
It will get better.
yeah, the cutting clips and the whole
Oh,
studio side of it.
all of it, bro. Like microphone skills,
Yeah, everything.
engineering, the EQ, all of it.
Yeah.
You will get better at it the more you're involved with it, bro. It happens. Like anyone will tell you that. So
Yeah.
it's good that you're learning it, because
Yeah.
there's some artists, or there's some people who want to be artists, and they don't have a proper grip on.
Yeah. They
You
don't
know.
have the understanding of. Like, I have an understanding of how it works. And like,
Okay.
because I've been like, every time I'm in the studio, I watch my studio guy go out there and like chop clips and add in
Yeah.
echoes and reverbs. And it's so satisfying to me go into the studio just to watch along. You know what I mean? So for me to do it myself, it is harder, but I'm learning.
Do you ever leave the studio feeling more motivated than when you went in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Some.
motivated in general, like as a career and.
I don't know. Before going into the studio, I'm thinking like my brain's doing 100 miles per hour. I'm thinking of all these
Okay,
things.
yeah,
I'm thinking,
okay,
right,
yeah.
I need this done, I need that done. I need to make sure this part's turned up.
So you're going into it in professional mode as it is, like you're
Yeah.
okay, all right, yeah.
And then not only that, but I'm thinking about like some songs suit the auto-tune, whereas some don't. So I could go in there thinking,
That's right, yeah.
I could go in there thinking, right, I'm just gonna rap this song as I wrote it,
Okay.
and then I could get behind the mic, rap it. It might not sound as good, so I'll be like, okay, I'll just sing these lyrics. And then 9 times out of 10, it's been like, oh, this sounds better. This sounds better. Because I don't know, lately it's been, I feel like I found my style in the sense of, whereas I used to just pick a beat, rap on it, like type, rap,
Okay.
and then get stressed over it and what I've got and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Now it's like, I pick a beat, I write it as if I'm rapping, and then I'd sing them words melodically, if you know what I mean. That's where it goes, I don't know, it just works.
So
for
is that how the melody comes into it, is it?
Yeah, that's how I start. Yeah, so I get all the lyrics down first, then I vibe to the melody, and
No, that's bro. If it works for you, man, it works for you.
Yeah.
There's everybody writes completely differently. Every creative creates their own way,
yeah, true.
and I think that's one of the most beautiful things about the creative industry, is that if you had 2 individuals with the same equipment and the same skills,
Yeah,
one of them is going to produce something different, because of I think it's Sir Isaac Newton's law, no 2 objects. I think one of his laws of physics, I think it says no 2 objects can occupy the same space at the same time.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's bad, yeah, that's true.
everyone's gonna make something different.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it. So it's refreshing hearing you talk about this stuff with such like open-mindedness, and
Yeah.
it's great, bro. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so family are behind you, friends are behind you. Are you having to fight off groupies yet?
No,
Really?
not really.
Oh, bro.
Not really.
Oh,
It's not like
is.
that. I don't know.
Heartbreaking.
I don't know. Yeah. She's more
Okay.
like a
Really?
yeah.
That's part of the appeal, though,
I
isn't it?
know,
Having
but
that screaming like.
I don't know what it is. I
Oh,
mean,
okay, all right,
I don't know what
okay.
it is. I'm literally or like spending my time most days indoors writing anyway, and when I'm out, it's just with my mates, and it's just not really.
Not even on your radar.
Nah. I'm just vibing. I'm just
Okay.
vibing.
Okay. Right. So I did look you up on ChatGPT earlier. I did ask it what it can tell me about, Lewis Reynolds SEG-Z from Aberdeen. It provided me a link to an article, Prove magazine.
Yeah.
I've got a segment of it in front of me. So I'm just gonna read this real quick.
Yeah, go on.
SEG-Z is a rising star in the rap and hip hop scene from Wales, particularly known for his melodic rap style. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He began his musical journey 4 years ago. This article was written August 2023.
Yeah.
So would that be 5 years now?
5 years ago, yeah.
Okay, all right. And has remained independent, collaborating with various artists. He is known for his emotionally charged deliveries and introspective lyrics. SEG-Z is inspired by American rapper Little Skies and aspires to work with him someday. He has made an impact with his live performances. I'd gotta sort my hand right now. He has made an impact with his live performances and maintains full creative control over his work.
Mhm.
Okay.
Pretty mad.
Okay. I think what's mad is when I asked you about this article off camera, you said that you didn't submit anything
Nothing.
to this article or so.
Nothing.
Right. So to give a little context for anyone who doesn't look this article up, I will post a link in the description for the YouTube video, but anyone who looks this article up, it's actually quite an extensive article. There's a lot of information
Everything.
about you and your career and stuff like that. But this is the interesting thing. You didn't tell that to anyone.
No one at all. And this is going to be so hard for the viewers to understand, but I told no one at all about this article, about the information that's in this article. I didn't tell anyone about nothing. And when when I read this myself, I was so shocked. I was mind blown. It's because they've gone as far back to track my first ever releases back in, like when I was 15, 16, or 16 years old.
They've got whoever wrote this. I'll do some research after the episodes because I just haven't had the time. But I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna find out. Number one, where did they get the information from?
Yeah.
And number two, how did they get it so right? So, but yeah, obviously the article was written August last year. What has changed since August last year?
August last year.
What do they not have in their article right now?
That I've done a lot more performances in a lot more countries, a lot more cities. I've released a lot more music. I'm still getting my music out there, connecting with more artists than I did before, taking inspiration off more artists than I did before.
You've recently performed at the Welsh Regional Entertainment Awards.
Yeah.
Was it at the ICC?
Yeah, no, it was at the Dolman Theatre. Do you know
Really?
that? In Newport,
the Dolman?
The Dolman Theatre.
Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I've explained this on my episode on the podcast episode yesterday with Brogan that my problem is I find things out after they've happened.
Yeah.
And so I saw the post on your Instagram, and then I followed it through to what is the organization? The national organization.
The national regional.
Because I looked into their history. It started out as the Essex Entertainment Awards.
Yeah.
And then it grew a bit bigger, and then it grew a bit bigger, and now it's the national. Right. It must be the National Entertainment Awards.
Yeah, that's it.
How did you get on that? So what was the process for getting into that? Because that seemed like a pretty extensive. It seems like a pretty extensive.
It was a big thing. To me anyway, because I'd never performed on a stage that big before. And I've never performed in front of that many people before.
Decent size in the Dolman, isn't it?
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah, compared to what I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I think it all stems back from when I did this talent show about 3 years ago. So I came runner-up in this talent show.
Okay.
I was the rapper to get the furthest ever in that competition. So there's been rappers that do that the talent show before me.
Okay.
But none of them went as far as second place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was the first one to go second. And I think that put a good word forward to the right people, obviously.
Okay.
And I think the guy who runs it, Joey Blake, good mate of mine.
Okay.
I think he knows Lee now. The ones that own the
Entertainment Awards. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then I think I got put on the shortlist for when they had the WREA, the Welsh Regional Entertainment Awards.
So you didn't do anything in particular. You just happened to know the right people at the right place.
Yeah. I was literally
if it works, it works, bro.
That is what it is. Like I know.
Okay, how was that experience for you? How do you, because it seemed like it was very well produced.
Yeah, it was very well produced. Everything about the company, you know, the production team, everything was just spot on.
The video of you performing, what was that? Was that part of your act, or was it?
Yeah, so I went on stage. Every performer went on stage, and they had one song each.
Okay,
But the decisions weren't made on the performances.
interesting.
So the
Okay,
judges had made their decisions like before. The judges made their decisions before the night even took place.
really?
So they based it on how you well, from my understanding anyway, it's based on how well you did in the last 12 months as an artist. So how many shows you've done, how much you've got yourself out
What?
there, how many followers you got on social media. And that's why I was thinking,
But no, come on.
like, surely.
That doesn't make sense, because you could have been working on an underground album with some of the biggest names in the
Yeah.
world, ready to release next year.
And if they didn't know about
And
it,
if they didn't know that stuff, then
I'd still come.
it's not that you're not good enough as an artist.
Yeah. It's just not out there right
Wow.
now, like, you know what I mean? And like, I was going into that night fully confident that I was gonna
Yeah.
come first place. And the winners of the ceremony was put forward to perform the O2 Arena.
This is why I'm saying it's such a prestigious
Yeah.
award system, because they have grown very, like, I went on the website, I was looking at the history of the events and how they've grown, and,
Yeah.
the opportunities they give to people. Isn't one of them performing in front of the royal family or something?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
There's
I'm not too
there's
sure about
there's
that.
there's some really, really, really extensive awards, like, that they've got access to.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so impressed when I saw it.
Yeah, it was huge.
But now that you're telling me they decided the winners before you even got on
It was
stage.
before, and I didn't know that until I got there. I didn't know that until I got there. So like, I went on stage, and I never come
Did
off
they
stage.
tell you, or did someone else tell you?
Yeah, the announcer told us before, or when everyone sat down.
You've
we got in.
lost.
Yeah,
What?
you've lost, and you can't do nothing. But yeah,
What?
so it was like that day though, that performance. I never come off stage happy. Right, I
Okay.
always come off stage. Oh, that could have been better. Oh, that song was. That was awful. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
Okay,
show me
yeah,
the
yeah,
videos,
yeah,
show me
yeah.
the videos now, and I'm
Yeah.
going through videos thinking, oh, this is awful. And like, I'm always like that.
Okay.
Even though like people in the audience and my mates have said, you know, you did sick, or you know, it was enjoyable.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
for me, that was a loss. This performance in the WREA,
Yeah.
I come off stage and it was like such a professional thing. They had like loads of camera guys. They had backstage
That was
people.
gonna be my next question. Like,
Yeah, it was
because
mad.
the videos that I've seen of your performance, I know there's one on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It was really professional quality, and so I surely that wasn't like friends and family in the audience
Oh
with their
no,
phones.
no. They had cameras on like on mounts, like the moving mounts.
Oh
the
yeah.
robotic
Okay. Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
They had camera people walking around the stage like on the ground level. There was just people everywhere.
And so did
helping out with the event.
they give you the video afterwards?
Yeah. They uploaded it onto like the WREA website,
Okay.
whereas I was able to just download it off it. So it's completely fine.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
But yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, you've ruined a bit of the magic for me on that. I thought I genuinely believed it was a legitimate thing. But now that you said that they rig it,
yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
It's a bit. Oh well.
it's you know what? There's going to be competitions like that throughout the rest of your career as an artist.
Yeah.
I've seen things like that, and in certain circumstances when it's a very small scale event,
Mm.
I can understand the bias. I can understand
Yeah.
why they need to kind of fudge it a little bit, but to decide before you even got on stage.
Yeah, so the performance didn't count towards the judges' decisions, nothing, and that's what blew my mind because I left that stage for once thinking that was a sick performance.
Yeah,
I was thinking that was good, and I actually had a good feeling for once. I've never felt like that before after a performance.
I don't know how I'd feel as an artist if that was me. Right, so we've hit just a little over the halfway mark. We're gonna take a quick little break, and then we'll come straight back and jump straight into it. Cool. Sweet. So we've just come back from a quick little break. We're fed, we're watered, we're happy. We're gonna jump straight back into this interview and get through the questions that I've got for my guest. Segs,
Yep.
recently you travelled to Doncaster
Yeah.
to perform at was it Rappability Records event?
Yeah, it was a Rap Billy record event in Doncaster, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you know, I was aware that you were one of the Welsh artists that went up. Brogan Livewire was one of the other artists. Block Baby T. Tell us about the journey.
The journey was long.
Yeah.
It was a long
Tell
journey.
me about the journey,
God.
please, bro.
It was about 12 hours on a megabus, like from Cardiff Central to Doncaster City Centre.
Okay.
Oh, no, saying that, no, we ended up getting it from Cardiff to Sheffield, which is 12 hours,
Okay.
and then like a train from Sheffield to Doncaster.
Okay. Because I haven't travelled that far. I was planning on tagging along. but I had stuff that was happening at the same time. Like I
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't afford to be in two places at once.
yeah.
But I looked it up because I swear Doncaster was a lot closer, but it's way up
It's
like
way up
north
there.
in the country.
Yeah, it's mad.
Oh my days.
Yeah, that was a long journey on a
Okay.
bus. But it was I slept for 3-4 hours, so it was literally it was alright, you know what I mean? But the way back, on the way back, it was 10 times worse.
So did you guys stay over just the one night or
Yeah, yeah. We stayed the one night. So we traveled up. I think it was on the Friday.
okay? What night was the performance?
So the performance was Saturday night.
Saturday night, right? Okay, all right,
So we traveled up Friday 1 a.m. in the morning.
right, okay.
So late Thursday night.
So you left.
Yeah.
When did you leave? What time did you leave?
So I left my house right Thursday
Okay.
at 10 o'clock at night.
Right. Okay.
I got the bus then 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Friday morning.
Yeah. To Cardiff.
Yeah, to Cardiff.
Yeah.
Traveled all day from Cardiff to
London.
London.
Yeah.
And that was 11, 12 hours, like I said, on the bus.
Oh my days.
So we got there pretty late in the night. And then it was literally back to the hotel, shower, change, bit of food, straight to the venue, perform
So London to Sheffield to Doncaster.
to Doncaster.
Wow.
In the hotel for
okay.
about an hour.
Okay.
Shower, change, have something to eat, meet the guys at the venue,
Okay.
sound check, full night of performing, back to the hotel, and then 12-hour bus the next morning.
Wow. Okay.
And it was crazy, like, but it was so worth it, like, the experience,
Yeah.
the experience.
Yeah. No, I bet.
Yeah.
Like anytime I get to travel the country for whatever reason, whether it's an invitation to an event or just a quick break away,
Yeah.
I try to make the most of it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You got to, yeah.
What kind of expenses did you come across that you didn't expect to come across?
The bus was pretty expected. It was gonna be a bit dear because
Yeah.
it was a long
Travel getting there. Yeah.
I think it was
Okay.
100
All
and
right.
something quid for the bus.
Per
Each,
person?
Per person. I'm pretty sure it was per person.
Wow.
But
Okay.
that's there and back though, see?
There we go.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
so
So,
if I-
50 quid a trip.
Yeah, 50
okay.
quid there then though, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it was a bit expensive, the bus, but that was expected. Prices over Doncaster was literally the same as down here.
What else was that? What similarities did the city have to South Wales?
Any city has similarities in my eyes. Like, like Cardiff,
Yeah.
in my eyes, Cardiff would be the same as London. Just because I'm from the valleys and I don't see this every. Like when
Oh,
I come
right, yeah,
when I come
okay,
up to
alright,
Cardiff,
yeah.
I see Cardiff, I'm thinking, yo, this is big.
Yeah, you guys have only just
Yeah.
got rid of like horse and cart. Like,
Yeah,
you've
pretty much.
you only had the internet
Pretty much.
installed yesterday.
Literally.
I love valley jokes.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. When I go to places like London, I make the same jokes about Newport. I'm like,
Do I
oh,
do?
we only had toilets last week.
Yeah.
They
It
they
does
get it.
feel though,
They get
yeah.
it. They laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like it as well. No, it's brilliant. It's cool.
Yeah.
So now that you've got a taste for touring the country, would you do it again?
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
But with longer stay, because coming back the next morning after performing, after the full day of traveling, it wrecked me. Like I couldn't
I
do
bet.
that again.
I
But,
bet. Okay.
yeah.
No, that's fantastic. Okay. Have you got anywhere that you would like to perform?
Anyway, I'd like to. London would be a good one.
Okay.
London, just because I feel like it's so much closer to a bigger scene. I feel like there's a bigger scene in London rather than anywhere else in the UK right now.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it? It's the capital of the country.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, over 9 million people. There's more people in London than there are in all of Wales.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's mad.
know,
That's crazy.
and it's one of those interesting facts that just it boggles me.
Yeah.
You know, every time. What would you do differently next time you went? I know you said you'd stay over for longer, but as an artist, as a performer,
Yeah.
as someone who's essentially because your music you can take it with you anywhere, right? Your music is your product. Your music is how you get new fans and make sales.
Yeah.
What would you do differently as a traveling artist? How would you make the most of where you are, this new location, this new market, with what you've got?
So if I got moved to like a country where I never knew no one and no one knew my music, I'd still be going up to them, showing them my music, handing out flyers. I'd literally be
It's smart.
getting myself
Okay,
out
yeah.
there. Like CDs, I don't even care if it's old. Like I'd get it anyway. I'd do anything to get myself out there, my music out there.
Smart. Okay.
You know, even if it's just talking to people about music and then them relating to me in some way, and then I can show them my music. Like it's just making music connections is the most powerful thing. Like making music connections
Good.
will help you
yeah.
get your music out there more than you think.
Good,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
networking and communicating to people, definitely. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Like you can do it all yourself, like,
Yeah,
but you
because
know,
I think one of the best advantages that you have as a musician, your product, music, it's one of the most it's one of the most universal pieces of content that you can quite literally give it to anyone,
yeah, literally.
and whether they understand what you're saying, there's going to be something that they like about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
There's got
know,
to be, yeah, 100%.
music is the science behind music is our bodies love the rhythm and sonics.
Mm,
So if we this is why we love music, because it has rhythm,
yeah,
and the rhythm, when we listen to it, it helps our, I think it helps things like heart rate, blood flow. It's literally the physics, the sonics, the science in the sonics.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I get you.
there's science behind it. It's not just I like music. There's
Yeah, yeah,
Our bodies literally like hearing music, feeling music. So
yeah.
it's a really, really interesting art form. Okay, well, I did have a question that I did want to ask, but I've completely forgotten it now. So instead, I will ask my next question.
Yeah.
If you could collaborate with anyone, any artist, any producer, who would you collaborate with?
In the world.
So, mm, so first of all, who's on your doorstep, and second of all, in the world? Yeah.
Okay. So I'd really like to get a. Let me have a think. Okay. So someone I'd really like to get a song with in this world is a rapper called Sick World. And he's not big at all, really.
Okay.
He's literally he's an artist from America.
Okay.
I've been following him since I was about 18, 19.
Okay. Sick world. Yeah.
Just his like the way he raps over things, describes things, his flows, his style in general. I just feel like our styles would go well together if I was to like do a bit more melodic like things over the top.
Okay.
I just feel like that'd be a sick track for us to get on.
Okay. All right. So that would be someone
my
you would
doorstep.
collaborate with internationally. Yeah. On your doorstep.
I'd have to say Livewire, because me and Live, we've been
Okay.
mates
all
for
right.
time, and we have never been, set on making a track together. We've always said we'll get working on a track,
Okay.
but the time has never been right. We've always been too busy doing our own things. So
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair enough, bro.
But it would be sick to get a track done with him.
Yeah, we'll have to get it sorted.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll chase you both up on the group chat and be like, oh, come on, boys, that's okay then.
Get it done.
I know that he would love to do something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
and obviously he's gonna, going forward, he's gonna be taking his career very seriously.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Have you got any plans for things like merchandise? Do you already sell, as an artist? Do you sell merchandise already?
Right, so with merchandise, I did start making my own sort of merchandise.
Okay,
So
all right.
I go with Rapability Records.
Okay.
And Dynamic is the guy that owns it all. So I messaged Dynamic and I said to him about like coming up with merchandise ideas and asking if he knew anyone really. And luckily enough he did. So
Okay.
I got in touch with him regards to speaking about merchandise,
Yep.
hoodies, t-shirts and stuff.
Oh, there's loads.
Loads
There's
you could
loads
get.
of manufacturers. Yeah.
Loads.
Yeah.
So I got them done. I got like 3 hoodies sent out of my house. And the material and everything was sick. Apart from, I had my old rap name on it, Young Segs.
Ah, okay.
And then it's
alright.
like, that was, so I ordered them. They took like a month or 2 to come back. They finally came back, and by then I was thinking of changing my name anyway.
Okay.
So I literally wore them. I was thinking, yeah, they look sick. They feel nice and that, but it's just like, it's not
Okay.
my name anymore.
So do you have logo? Do you have a logo? Do you have artwork? Like do you have a dedicated design for the Segs brand?
I do have like, I have had like loads of ideas in the past.
Okay.
But what I'm working with right now is a sort of like a Segs logo, but it's not so much a logo, it's sort of like a font, so like Segs and a text.
It's tough to settle on one idea.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
you
try
know?
and put that in a logo maybe. So like that text in a logo. I don't know. I'm still coming up with it, but I'm on good progress. I'm working on it. Like so.
Definitely, bro. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people, they spend so long trying to figure out a design for something that they never actually get anything
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
There was a meme shared recently. The meme said, "Musicians are nothing more than glorified t-shirt salesmen."
yeah,
Because
yeah.
all they do is they go to events, set up the merch stand, and they just sell
I
t-shirts.
just
And that's,
sell, yeah.
are
That's
you
true.
getting paid for performances at the moment?
Right, so I've been paid for a few performances,
Okay.
but not all. So there's been times where I've been out of pocket, or there's times where I've had to just because of the situation. So for example, for the talent show, that wasn't paid at all. I was going there every week and it wasn't paid. It was
Okay.
just spending on the travel day and back.
Yeah. Okay.
Doncaster, I was paid for Doncaster. I performed in Bournemouth as well that I was paid for.
Okay.
But then like it's always gonna happen. Even though no matter how much you get paid, you're still gonna be spending out more.
Are you well at the moment? I know that I know that there are some artists they get asked to they get asked to perform at things like festivals. They put a few zeros on the end of it straight away.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
they do get covered for that. It doesn't cover everything, but
No,
they're earning a
earning a
pretty
decent
penny
bit
from
back.
that.
Yeah.
Are you confident asking for money?
No,
No?
no, no.
Why?
That's not
Why?
me. I
Okay,
can't. I
okay.
can't. Like when I do, I feel so bad, and it's
It's a tough one when you're
like
doing it by
although
yourself, man. Yeah.
yeah, although I know like what I'm doing is worth the money,
Okay.
and the effort I'm putting in, and things.
So you see the value in
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as
I
an
see.
artist?
I don't see the value, but I see a value.
Okay.
I don't see myself like I don't know going on stage. I'd go on stage for free. I'd go on stage.
Don't
You
say
know what I
that
mean?
publicly, bro. Don't
But it's
say
like,
don't say
but,
it on camera.
but I'm just gassed. You know what I mean? It's sick. It's fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I get it. I
but
get
like
it.
yeah, no, business wise, it's not gonna help me if I'm not getting paid, is it? It's not. It doesn't
As a business,
because it's like
you know what, this is the tricky thing, because it's you can cultivate popularity
mm,
for as a musician, as an artist, in a variety of ways. People can fall in love with you from your music.
yeah,
So you could release music for free again and again and again and
yeah,
again.
yeah,
One of them blows up, and someone's like, "Look, this is such a valuable thing that you've created to the
and it's
world,
free.
right? We have to give you money
Mm,
just for the right to be able to say that, thank you,
yeah, yeah,
like thank you for coming on stage and coming on, talking about your music.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you can create beautiful art. You can grind. You
yeah.
can really graft and grind and make mediocre stuff, but put in the legwork to get it where it needs to go,
That's the
and develop popularity that way.
yeah, yeah.
You can know the right people.
Well, yeah,
There's a range of things. So I wouldn't feel bad about, not having the confidence yet to say, Mr. Promoter, I'm
mm,
gonna need my travel costs, I'm gonna need, a little extra to go home with.
yeah, yeah.
Because I think that going the way that you're going, you'll get there.
Ah, cheers.
You'll
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there. You're an absolute
yeah.
sound
Appreciate
artist,
that.
bro.
Thank you.
Like I said, I've bought the EP. I do
Yeah.
listen to the EP regularly,
Ah,
right?
sick, sick.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the next release. You have said, I did ask you during the break, are you gonna be releasing anything this year?
Mm,
And you've said that you do wanna release an upcoming album
yeah, definitely.
in association with the music videos you're gonna do.
Yeah, yeah. So I really want to get this year a lot more music videos out there, like I said. But I also want to get working on an album, a 12-track album, something to proper solidify myself in this game, in this scene. I remember I dropped an album last year called SEG-Z 23, and it was, in my eyes, a good start. You know what I mean? It was a good start, and I feel like
I thought it was an EP, bro. Like when I
oh
when I saw that
EP,
it was 5 tracks, like
right? Yeah, yeah,
I thought it was an EP, but you mentioned that you released 12 tracks on SoundCloud.
yeah, yeah.
And this was the issue where the licensing for the beats came into it, you know?
Literally, yeah. That's when I literally knew no better myself. So at the time of making this album, slash EP, I was going through, I found beats that I wanted to use in the project. I was writing to these beats and they were flowing very well, and I just couldn't see myself replacing these beats with different beats. You know, these were the beats for these bars, so I'm going to use it type of thing. But then when it got to releasing the album, I was obviously brought up with a problem that I needed to buy the beats. And to me, I was like, what? But then it clicked, like to get monetization, to get, your rights, everything.
To be eligible to be able to sell your
Everything.
music.
Yeah, yeah. So then I went on to buy the beats I could. I could only buy 5 of the beats. The other 6, 7 beats I couldn't get access to. They've already been sold or for some other
I
reason.
mean, the five tracks on the 5 tracks on the EP were good tracks, bro.
Yeah.
It was a nice variety as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Particularly the last one, the last song on the EP. I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it was FU.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
With my mate Ryan from Bournemouth.
Bro, it was a really, like I said, I know I keep harping on about, how good this EP was. Effed Up.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one, yeah.
cool. Yeah, I know I keep saying it, but it is real good music.
No, thank
So
you. Actually, it's just pushing it more and getting out there. Like, although I've released it last year, like it's still new to so many people. So I could still be pushing that album, EP.
I remember my question from earlier. Obviously, I'm going to edit this podcast later, and so you won't see the countless minutes that I spent struggling to remember this question. But I remember this question now, right?
Okay.
Would you ever license your music to feature in a video game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
That was always been one of my one of my dreams.
I know I'm focusing on the finances, right? But
Yeah.
it's also insane finances as well.
Yeah.
And I learned this from another podcast recently. It's called Get the Cheat Codes. What the host said, Kingpin, what he said was, I think it was Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
She's licensed one of her songs for an upcoming video game. And so producers for this video game, when they pre-order how many are going to be produced, right? They pre-order 500 million. So 500 million copies of this video game that features her song, okay? Even if she got paid a penny for every single sale, that's before
loads.
it's even released, that's $5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah?
God.
So, yeah, so the reason why I asked, would you license your music into video games, is because, again, it's one of those media formats for you to get it out there, for you to reach new people, for you to, you know, generate some income for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I was growing up on games like UFC, GTA, and like, you know, the radios and the music and the lobbies. And, you know, everything. It's like, oh, imagine one of my songs on there. And I guarantee a lot of artists think, like, you know, would wish the same, that they'd like to see their song in a video game, and it'd be insane.
I asked the question because it's surprising how many artists don't think about it. Yeah, honestly, I'll never try to knock an artist for things that they don't consider.
Yeah.
When it's at the point where the only thing that you are considering is just holding onto a microphone or you know, spending time in a studio.
Yeah, why not?
It makes me like want to start poking them, saying, think about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna grow?
Yeah, so many outcomes, like, for the best.
Brilliant. What about TV and films?
It'd be sick to be on TV.
Yeah.
And a film would be sick as well.
Okay.
But I need to work on my acting skills a bit. You know, I never acted before in my life.
Well, I suppose this counts as a performance in front of a camera.
True, yeah.
Okay.
True.
Is the microphone stand still? Is it okay?
Yeah, sound. It's good. It's
Yeah.
It's a bit boring there.
Yeah. I suppose this counts as experience in front of a camera.
Well, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Ready for the next time when, you know, journalists are beating down your door asking to interview the next hottest rapper out of Wales. What other plans have you got for the rest of the year in terms of your career?
Right. So for the rest of the year, I kind of want to. I need to get a 12-track album out there, just as a personal goal.
Okay.
I feel like if I didn't release a 12-track album this year, then what would I be doing? Type of thing.
Is there a rough time that we can expect it?
I'm gonna put it on November, December.
So quite late then.
Quite late in the year, but there's still gonna be singles, music videos, performances, lyric videos. Like, I've still got plenty planned.
Okay. Why November, December? Why so late in the year?
Just gives myself time to just grow more as a person.
Okay.
And I feel like if I started working on an album tomorrow, I just feel like it'd be so much similar to what I've previously released.
Okay.
Whereas if I started writing it, I just want to see where I am at the time and see what thoughts I'm in, see what vibe I'm sort of feeling. Like, if I was going to record an album tomorrow, I could probably hop on there and half of the songs, I don't know how to say it, like if I went to start to write an album tomorrow, I feel like it's too soon.
Okay. So the songs haven't matured, like they're not gestated enough.
Yeah, not only that, but there's a lot more. If I was to my next album, you know, it's got like a structure, and I feel like I wanted to start like as if it's a story, like. Okay. So it starts off pretty positive. It's still gonna be upbeat throughout the whole album. It's I still want the upbeat type of SEG-Z vibe type thing.
Okay.
But it's gonna be, you know, could be a bit emotional but melodic. Could be a bit happy melodic. I wanna tell a story, like.
Do you feel like you've got enough life experience to continue producing songs? To continue having content for your songs?
Yeah. I feel like I've been through a lot. Well, the last 5 years.
Okay.
Been through loads, and it's not only just been through loads, but I've done loads as well.
Okay.
You know, the transition from really a teen to an adult, and from when you're 17 till you're 22, like,
you know when it happened for me, turning 19, 20, it was such a massive deal. Like, I went through some seriously messed up stuff.
Yeah.
And so obviously, I'm 10 years your senior. I'm 32 years old. So look at my sister's 16, right?
Yeah.
And looking at other friends I've got who are 18, 19, 20, 21, it's such an interesting time for you guys. Like
It is, isn't it?
I am glad that I turned 19, 20 when I did,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, because the stuff that you guys have to deal
Oh
with,
no.
you know,
It's nowadays.
I'm not interested in giving any of you guys hassle whatsoever because you're all so tough.
Mm.
You know, I can see it happening. I'm gonna get really, really old one day, and then I'd be like, guys, please look after me, and
Yeah.
you'll all be walking around hench. So that's what I expect for your generation. How do you feel about AI and things like that in terms of your well, just yeah, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's getting pretty mad now. It's mad to see what AI can do in terms of music and in general.
Yeah, do you see like do you see it as something that will assist you in your career and your creation, or
Um,
something you'll have to compete with?
yeah, I feel like the only way that it could assist me in my career would be as far as like artworks. So like AI creating an artwork for an upcoming song.
Okay.
I haven't really seen many. Like I've seen AI edits.
Have you heard any of the dubbed remixes that AI has done? So they'll
Yeah.
take they'll take singers from like bands and stuff, and they'll give it what was the song that I heard? There was a song, and I can't remember what it was, but it had every single line was sung by a different artist.
Was it?
Yeah, so
Oh,
you had like Beach Boys, you had the Beatles, you had
yeah.
like loads of different artists, and it was sung by different people. So
That is mad.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it's getting mad. And like artists just like passed away, and they're still releasing songs because of AI and that.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
bit mad for me. See.
Do you want to reach that stage? Do you want to, as an artist, do you want to reach that legendary status?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But as in the scene of like AI, I don't think. I don't know. It's sort of like it's using, like, because imagine you it just doesn't sit with me. Imagine like releasing music when you passed away, and then
right.
other people are like like complimenting your music, and you're not.
You can't.
It's not even you.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I understand. I understand. One of the things the article said about you earlier was you try to maintain your creative control. This is why you choose independence. This is why you're very, kind of do it all yourself. Taking that stance that, that you want to have control of yourself, taking on boards what you've just said about how you wouldn't feel comfortable AI reproducing your work for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Is that to say that you'll never ever sign over anything to say that, okay, you can use my voice, you can use my image, you can use something to create work to generate revenue for me, now that I'm 60, 70, 80 years older than
Yeah, yeah. If it was in revenue that I could maybe use to support the family or myself,
okay.
then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, use my music because
Okay.
that's better than anything, and then that's better than me just releasing music and releasing the next track and the next track. Whereas if someone,
Because I mean Tom Jones is up
yeah,
there. Tom Jones
mm,
is really up there. And he's still taking the stage, when it comes to the voice and things like that. And he's
oh yeah,
still incredible Welsh artist.
yeah,
Are you gonna be the next Tom Jones?
yeah, 100%, 100%, 110%.
Okay, well, okay, because I've just come up
Well,
with a name for a song.
okay,
So obviously Tom Jones has got a sex bomb, right? You should do a cover, Sex Bomb.
sex bomb.
Sex Bomb.
That's gonna happen.
Yo,
That's
see?
gonna happen. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Stay
That's
tuned.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, fair play. That's sick.
Cool. Right, so we're coming to the end of this interview now. I think I've asked you everything that I kind of want to ask you straight off the bat.
Mhm.
Lewis, Segs, you're gonna be a guest that I'm gonna be inviting back again in the future, whether it's 6 months time, whether it's 12 months time, because just looking at the kind of commitment that you have to your career right now,
Mm.
it's inspiring. And so I definitely want to keep an eye on you, see how you grow, how you progress,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things like that.
of course.
The last question that I want to ask. So this podcast is called the MF Podcast, and it stands for Middle Finger Podcast because the brand is Middle Finger Promotions. The last question is, if you could give the middle finger to someone, who would you give it to and why?
Mm. Anyone in the world.
It could be a real person. It could be a concept of a person, like like an idea of a person. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely your freedom.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I put my middle finger up. Can I actually put my middle finger up?
If you want.
And I put my middle finger up to anxiety and
Nice. Okay.
everything to do with mental health, because every time I've been on stage, every time it's been a challenge for me. like no matter how many times I get used to it, no matter how many times I've done it, it's always a challenge, and it brings me just a mad feeling. You know what I mean? You just gotta
Middle
keep
finger
going.
to
Just middle finger to
anxiety.
anxiety,
Yeah.
middle finger to mental health.
That's cool,
Just keep going. You know
man.
what I mean?
Okay, cool. All right. Well, you've been a sound guest, bro.
Cheers. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for coming on.
No, thank you.
What are your plans for the rest of the night?
I'm just gonna chill. Go back mine. Probably get started on that new track I was writing.
Nice. Okay. I have to finish editing Brogan's episode off, and then I have to
Yeah.
finish editing yours off.
Yeah.
So
Busy night.
cool. Okay. So that's it from us.
Yep.
Thank you everybody who's tuned in. If you want to be able to support the podcast, support the YouTube channel, please head to www.patreon.com/TheSonney, where you will find a minimum subscription tier for £3. And every subscription helps us with production. It helps me with my costs, helps me with my time to continue producing these episodes and producing content for you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. That is it from us. Peace.